So I am going to share here PPT, plant water relation. Plant water relation. So here in the unit number first, uh, there is having relationship in between plant and water. Now the topic covers here the biophysico-chemical phenomenon. Different types of biophysico-chemical factors are there. Firstly, we have to know the meaning of this biophysico-chemical. Bio means living. Physico means that is related with the physical factors related to the non-living. Maybe it is particularly environmental factor or maybe solid factor or liquid gaseous, any matter that is called physical. And chemical, that is related with the chemical molecules. So that biophysico-chemical, that is intermediate phenomenon. This is taking place with the living organisms. Living organisms can interact with variety of environmental factors, variety of chemicals. Here water is nothing but one of the chemical, and that also related with this phenomenon. So in physiology, particularly what do you mean by plant physiology? Physiology means here that is the branch of particularly science that deals with the different reactions, processes, activities in the living organism. Our title of paper is plant physiology. So in living organism, what activities are taking place? That activities, processes, reactions we are going to study. And in each and every activity, what happened? Here there is a role of certain chemical, certain physical factors. So if any physical factor is there that is interacting, that leads to any chemical reaction. So some of the physical, biophysical phenomena are there that is included in your syllabus, that is just like permeability, then diffusion, osmosis, plasmolysis, inhibition. Most of these phenomena you have been already heard in the 12th standard. You know basics about it, but we are going in detail about this in this third year degree course. So firstly, we have to know what is the actually the water. So water, you know very well, that is nothing but made up from hydrogen and oxygen, two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. And from that, here water molecule is nothing but created. And our planet, that is the Earth, is called to be as the water planet, because this is only the planet that is present in the solar system that has water. And because of that, here Earth is called to be as the water planet. So near about to be on the Earth, 71% of the particular area is nothing but covered by the water. Earth's surface that has most amount of water. So if we see the total amount of water that is present in the form of particularly on the present on the Earth, about 97% of water that is present on the Earth is about in the form of ocean water. In this, it include nothing but particularly seas and particularly oceans, sub-oceans. Just like in India, here India is covered by the particularly Arabian Sea that is located at the western side. In the southern side, that is having the Indian Ocean, and in the particularly eastern side, that is having the Indian sub-ocean, Bengal, Bay of Bengal. So all these are nothing but having in the on the Earth, that is in the amount of 97%. So 97% of the water is available on the Earth in the form of oceans and sea. Only 3% of water is available as a fresh water, and of which, if we consider in this about 3%, in this 79% is in the form of ice caps or glaciers that is located on different mountains, and in the particularly on the Antarctic and Arctic zones. In this, there is having glacier water available in the form of glaciers. बर्फाच्या स्वरूपामध्ये पाणी उपलब्ध आहे अंटार्क्टिक आणि आर्टिक झोन मध्ये. आणि काही पर्वत रांगामध्ये आईस कॅपच्या स्वरूपात, जिथे आईस कव्हर करतो, हिमालय सारखा पर्वत आहे भारतामध्ये. हियर इट इज नथिंग बट कवर्ड बाय द आईस, अँड ऑफ विच 3% पैकी 79% ऑफ वॉटर इज कवर्ड इन द फॉर्म ऑफ आईस. 20% is covered in the form of groundwater. 20% is of groundwater, that is moved by means of the capillary action after surface runoff. When rainfall takes place, the surface runoff takes place, and through then later on it percolates into the ground, and it leads to the development of groundwater. That is near about to be 20% of water is available in the form of groundwater. Then particularly only 1% of each this means about from the 3% only 1% means if we consider it near about to be, it is come to 0.03%. So 0.03% of water from the total water of the earth, that is available as a fresh water. So we are having very little amount of water available as a fresh water, and of which again 52% is in the form of available in the form of lakes. There are some having the particularly some freshwater lakes, some are saline water lakes present on the earth's surface. Water, but 1% of water, of which 0.003% that is present in the form of living organism. In itself, we are also having 78% of water in our body. In blood, in different organs, in different cells, we are having water. About 8% of water is available in the atmosphere in the form of vapor, and that vapors leads to become clouds. And near about to be 38% of water is available in the form of soil moisture. So moisture, that is related called by the soil water. Soil water sudha म्हणतो. That is the part of ecology. You have learned it in last year that water, soil itself, soil factor itself containing water, that is soil moisture, and it is again a large part, means on which plants can survive, because plant can take only water through their roots. They could not take water through atmosphere. They could not take water vapor. They could not go to the river or ocean. They could not go to the particular lakes. So they can take only the water from the soil by means of absorption phenomena. So very little amount of water is available, of which 0.03%, 38% is of the particularly soil moisture is present, and this moisture is available to the plants. So if we see the plant water relation, plants are dependent on the water. All living organisms are dependent on water for each and every activity. So if we see the importance of water in plant life, lots of importance are there. Water is nothing but a solubilizing agent in which large amount of salts are nothing but dissolved in the cell. It is nothing but functioning in case of the mechanism of digestion, absorption, then respiration also. During breathing also, we evaporate the water. In particularly cell also, there is having presence of large amount of water, and each and every cellular activity is controlled by water. So water has a very much importance in the each and every living organism. There is no organism present on the earth that could not require water. Every organism require water. So there is having specific importance of water in each and every day life. But if we focus particularly with the botany, then we have to focus on the plants. So there is having importance of water in plant life. Plant particularly requires water in variety of activities. Now we discuss at here how the water is important for the particularly plant life. Water plays a vital role in plant life. just I have already explained it. Near about to be 80% of the fresh weight of plant tissue is containing to the water. जसं मी 78% सांगितलं की प्रत्येक ऑर्गॅनिझम मध्ये 78% पाणी आहे. जर प्लांट मध्ये जर पाहिलं काही प्लांट्स आता हायड्रोपेटिक प्लांट्स त्याच्यामध्ये पाण्याचं प्रमाण जास्त असतं म्हणजे 80% पर्यंत. म्हणजे 80% पर्यंत जर आपण पाहिलं तर वेट जे आहे टिश्यूचं वेट दॅट इज कंप्राइजिंग वॉटर. In case of plant also, if we take the leaf and we dried it, if we suppose taken a leaf 100 gram of leaves, any plant leaves, and wait it, जर आपण त्याला वेट केलं and later on we dried it in the oven, त्याला आपण oven मध्ये ड्राय केलं and then after you wait it, you will get only 20% weight. Means 80% of part is there, that is water. This is an average figure. Some plants are having more water, some are having related to this less, maybe up to 70 to 80%. So water is, it is nothing but a part of where the water now present, that is present inside the protoplasm. That is present inside the protoplasm. Protoplasm means that is nothing but the plasma present inside the cell, and in that water comprises. So it is essential for its proper organization, functioning of the cell. Water should be there. So water serve as a medium. Water is nothing but going to be served as a medium for this. So whenever any particularly material present in the cell, that is maybe in the form of gaseous, just like oxygen, carbon dioxide, organic solids, maybe in the form of glucose or any other material, protein, just like amino acids, that also all get all dissolved in the water. And that all nothing but present in the plant, each and every cell. Now, how the water is nothing but transferred to the cell? In case of plant, there is having the absorption phenomenon, water absorption. And plant absorb the water through their root system. Through the root hair cell, it absorbs the water. And then after it goes to the xylem. And through xylem is transferred to each and every cell. And through phloem, what happened? Food material is nothing but transfer from the leaves to the different parts of the plant. In that phloem also there is presence of water, because food has to be transferred from leaves to each and every cell, and this require medium, and that is nothing but water. So water has a great importance in transfer of food material also in the phloem. So water is present in the xylem in large quantity, in phloem also in specific quantities. Water takes direct part in many metabolic reactions, just like photolysis of water. That is the first reaction of photosynthesis. Without that, the photosynthesis could not occur. So it requires water. Water is important in case of many metabolic activities. Metabolism means just like it is having catabolic and anabolic activities. Catabolic means they have the particularly breakdown, and anabolic, that is nothing but particularly joining. So all these activities are come under in metabolism. In physiology, there is having metabolic activity. मी ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला सांगितलंय की फिजियोलॉजी मध्ये काय असतात, रिएक्शन्स, प्रोसेसेस, ऍक्टिव्हिटीज, यामध्ये येतात मेटाबॉलिक ऍक्टिव्हिटीज. सो मेटाबॉलिझम इन्क्लूड्स कॅटाबॉलिक अँड अनाबॉलिक. जस्ट लाइक वी आर टेकिंग example of particularly anabolism, that is the photosynthesis. In this also water is required. In respiration also there is nothing but amount of water is liberated or amount of water is required. Just like if we see the oxidation of glucose, what happened after oxidation of glucose? There is synthesis of ATP along with water. Water is liberating as a chemical substitute, chemical product, and this nothing but again as a part of reaction. So many metabolic activities require water. Any joining of molecule liberate of water, any breaking of molecule nothing but requires water. Each and every chemical, जसं प्रोटीन असेल, कार्बोहायड्रेट असेल, न्यूक्लिक ऍसिड्स असतील, त्याचं जर जॉईनिंग करायचं असेल, suppose the nucleotides get joined, it becomes polynucleotide, it require liberation of water molecule त्याच्यातनं बाहेर पडतो. Suppose it require joining of polypeptide, that is protein. So at the time also water is liberated. Means each and every chemical reaction here there is addition of water or liberation of water. Just like we say if addition of water, that is called as oxidation, or liberation of water we call it as a reduction. So absorption of water compensate the water loss by the plant due to the transpiration. Means just like we are having breathing mechanism. We respirate. We take the particularly oxygen through our lungs. Just like in the plants also there is having lungs. That is leaves. Leaves are just functioning as a lungs because they exchange the gases. And during this exchange, what happened? They require water. Because whenever they liberate out the oxygen, it require water. त्याला काय लागेल? Water लागेल. Without water, it could not be nothing but liberate out the particular oxygen, or it could not take the carbon dioxide also. Whenever carbon dioxide comes through stomata into the particularly guard through the guard cell into the particularly subsidiary cells or maybe the musical tissue, it mixes with the water, it producing carbonic acid, and later on this carbonic acid move to the different cell. So means water is required for the nothing but absorption of gases or liberation of gases. So water stabilizes structural organization. Just like number of molecules are nothing but structurally stable due to water. Just like calcium ions are there, or maybe nothing but ferrous ions are there. They are becomes to be stable due to in presence of water. So just like oxides in their oxides form. So water is essential. Then water molecules form shell around electrolytes. It producing ionization. It is nothing but producing nothing but hydrolytes, electrolytes. So all these are nothing but dependent on the phenomenon of water. So in this plant physiology, we are having the phenomenon of imbibition, diffusion, permeability, osmosis, and plasmolysis. In short, we firstly see today what is this five phenomena. These are all the biophysico-chemical phenomena. हे सगळे बायोफिजिको-केमिकल फिनॉमिनन आहे. आता बायो म्हणजे काय? लिव्हिंग मध्ये होणार आहे. फिजिको म्हणजे फिजिकल फॅक्टरशी रिलेटेड आहे, म्हणजे वॉटर, गॅसेस और मे बी द एन्व्हायरमेंटल फॅक्टर जस्ट लाईक लाईट, टेम्परेचर, ह्युमिडिटी यावरती डिपेंडेंट आहे, म्हणून याला आपण फिजिको म्हणतो. फिजिको. आणि केमिकल म्हणजे रिलेटेड टू केमिकल जस्ट लाईक आयन्स, movement of ions, movement of particularly cation, anion, or maybe movement of water molecule. That this phenomena is related with the ionic movement, water movement, and along with physical factors. So these phenomena are called as biophysico-chemical phenomena. आजचा वेळ आपल्याकडे तेवढा नाही, आता सोबत सुरुवात केली, त्याच्यामुळे मी थोडक्यामध्ये फक्त या पाच फिनॉमिनांमध्ये काय फरक आहे ते सांगतो. जस्ट लाईक यू नो व्हेरी वेल imbibition. Imbibition means absorption of water by the any solid material, just like gum. If we take the gum crystals and add into the water, it get particularly, but it get absorb the water and get to be imbibed. So that is called as imbibition. Just like we soak the seeds, dry seeds into the water, it become imbibed. So imbibition is the phenomenon by which here water is nothing but particularly absorbed by the cells and cells become swell up. So that is called imbibition. So imbibition is takes place by generally plant tissue. Just like gum is there, that is a part of particularly plant. Rubber if you see, that is again part of plant. So plant tissue get easily imbibed. Seeds or pollen grains or maybe the roots or maybe the any other plant tissue that easily get imbibed. Suppose we take the wood and we place the wood into the glass of water, then also it get imbibed. हे सुद्धा नंतर काय होतात? Imbibed होतात. And due to that imbibition, what happened? It becomes swell up. So that is called imbibition. In detail we are going to see tomorrow. आपण उद्या आपण हे डिटेल मध्ये बघणार imbibition काय आहे. मी पुन्हा हा फिनॉमिना तुम्हाला सांगणार. आज फक्त आपण इंट्रोडक्शन बघूया. नंतर आहे diffusion. Diffusion means movement of any gaseous or maybe the liquid or sometimes solid also, that molecules through any medium. Just like we place the sand into the bucket of water, that also nothing but called to be as the diffusion. Or maybe suppose we burn a fragrance stick, आपण घरामध्ये उदबत्ती लावली असेल, त्याचा सुगंध काय होतो? डिफ्यूज होतो, एका ठिकाणी दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी पसरतो, त्याला म्हणतात डिफ्युजन. The diffusion is phenomenon that is taking place openly, that do not require any particularly medium. त्याला मीडियम लागेल, पण कुठलाही मीडियम त्याला बंधन नाही. जसं उदाहरणार्थ तो रूम मधून बाहेर जाऊ शकतो, ऍटमॉस्फिअर मध्ये जाऊ शकतो, लिक्विड मध्ये सुद्धा डिफ्युजन होऊ शकतं, सॉलिडचं सुद्धा डिफ्युजन होऊ शकतो, गॅसेस होऊ शकतो, किंवा पर्टिक्युलरली वॉटर लिक्विड मटेरियलचं सुद्धा डिफ्युजन होऊ शकतो. सो डिफ्युजन विल सी टुमॉरो. Then after permeability. Permeability means that is nothing but movement of any molecule through membrane, that is called permeability. So there is having different kinds of membrane, just like cell wall, plasma membrane. These are the biological membrane. Semi-permeable membrane or impermeable membrane. This is having the permeability. That phenomenon is called as permeability, and it requires membrane. Whenever any metal move through membrane, solid, liquid or gaseous, then it is called as permeability. आपण त्याला उद्या डिटेल मध्ये बघू. नंतर आहे osmosis. That is nothing but movement of water molecule through nothing but region of higher water concentration to the region of low water concentration through semi-permeable membrane, that is called osmosis. Most of the phenomena on the particularly dependent on osmosis, just like opening and closing of stomata, nothing but absorption of mineral, absorption of water. All these phenomenon is dependent on the osmosis. हे सगळ्या osmosis वरती dependent आहे. Role of osmosis is very huge, very large. Osmosis is very important. Then plasmolysis. Plasmolysis means that is nothing but what particularly 70% or 80% of water is present in the cell, in the plasma. Whenever that water comes out, then it is called as nothing but cell plasmolyzed. Whenever that water comes out of the plasma membrane, then it is called as plasmolyzed, and that phenomenon is called as plasmolysis. Then such a plasmolyzed cell again we place into the water, again it absorbs the water and get imbibited. So that nothing but called as the deplasmolization. So that phenomenon is called as plasmolysis. So here nothing but plasmolysis and deplasmolysis, that is dependent on the again membrane, that is the plasma membrane. So that is the part related with the plasma membrane or plasma or of the cell. So plasmolysis is related with the only cell. Osmosis is related with the membrane. Permeability is related with the particularly through membrane, and diffusion is open, imbibition is open. So here these are the different biophysico-chemical phenomena, and they are nothing but affected by different physical factors. Different physical factors, just like particular temperature, atmospheric pressure, then particularly here the water. All these factors are responsible for this. So we are going to see it, in detail tomorrow. आपण त्याला उद्या डिटेल मध्ये बघू की imbibition काय आहे, diffusion काय आणि ह्या वेगवेगळ्या phenomenon काय असेल त्या. So if anyone having the doubt, जर काही डाऊट असेल तर आज आपण सुरुवात केली जस्ट टॉपिकला, फक्त इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ वॉटर पाहिले. मी हा पीपीटी तुम्हाला शेअर करणार. ओके, सो लेटर ऑन यू कॅन सी दॅट पीपीटी. तुम्ही तो हा पीपीटी नंतर पुन्हा डिटेल मध्ये बघू शकता. हा पीपीटी मी तुम्हाला शेअर करतो, आणि जर कोणाला डाऊट असतील, इफ यू हॅव डाऊट यू कॅन आस्क नाउ द क्वेश्चन. आज सुरुवात केली आपण, फक्त काय बघितलं, इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ वॉटर. तेवढा जरी पार्ट समजला तरी खूप झालं. इम्पॉर्टन्स ऑफ वॉटर इन प्लांट लाईफ तेवढाच पार्ट आपण बघितलेला आहे. बाकी फार काही पाहिलेलं नाही डिटेल मध्ये. मला वाटते आता आपण फॅमिलियर होत आहे झूम सोबत, बरोबर आहे ना. झूम आज पहिल्यांदा वापरलं म्हटलं, आज पहिल्यांदा फॅमिलियर होऊ आपण त्याच्यासोबत. नेमकं काय, कोणतं, काही जणांनी बटन दाबून पाहिले असतील, का रेज हँडचं बटन दाबलं, कोणी आणखी ते म्यूटचं बटन दाबलं, अनम्यूट करून पाहिलं, तर ते कोणाला जमते का नाही जमते का. आज काय करा, जर सगळे क्लासेस झाले की संध्याकाळी एकमेका झूम कॉल करा, झूम मीटिंग कोणीतरी अरेंज करा आणि सगळेजण आपसामध्ये बोला, फॅमिलियर होऊन जा. म्हणजे एक सजेशन आहे तुम्हाला, कशासाठी, यू बिकम फॅमिली. ओके, any question, any doubt? Today we see the topic importance of water in plant life. काही डाऊट कोणाला प्रश्न विचारायचे? इज एनी डाऊट? नथिंग, कारण तुम्हाला पुढचा वेळ दिलाय पुन्हा 12 वाजताचा दुसऱ्या क्लासचा, त्याच्यामुळे मला आता हे कसंही करून 12च्या आत बंद करावं लागेल. 5 मिनिटं आपल्याकडे आहे अजून. तर मी तुम्हाला अगोदर सांगितलं की this lecture, that lecture I will provide on the YouTube वरती तुम्हाला प्रोव्हाइड करणार, so that you can again see this. तुम्ही त्याला पुन्हा पाहू शकता.